Hey, good morning. Welcome to
Math Ideas number 127.
Math Ideas number 127. Now today we've got a really advanced problem, but I thought it'd be a fun one just to see if we could figure it out. Okay, you ready? 2 to the n means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 n times. So what do I mean? 2 to the 2, which is sometimes called 2 squared, is just 2 times 2, which is 4, right? 2 to the 3, which is sometimes called
2 cubed.
2 cubed, is 2 times 2 times 2, 3 2's, which is
8.
8. 2 to the 4th, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, is
16.
16. And we're trying to figure out, the problem is to figure out what is the last digit of 2 to the 100th. Whoa! We'll never be able to multiply that out, will we? That would take too long. So there must be some other way to understand what the last digit is. How do you think? How would you want to approach a really tricky problem like this? Any guess? What do we usually do for really tricky problems?
Make a chart.
Let's make a chart. Okay, that's the neat thing about this. And this problem shows how making a chart can really help you. Okay, you ready? Ready for our chart? So we'll go n and 2 to the n, and then the last digit. And maybe this will help us understand. Okay, ready? 1. What is 2 to the 1? That just means you have 1 2.
Is 2.
2. And what's the last digit of 2?
2.
2. Alright, if n is 2, then we have 2 squared, 2 to the 2. What is 2 to the 2?
4.
4. Very good. And what's the last digit of 4?
The last digit of 4 is 4.
4. So far this isn't too hard. 2 cubed. What is 2 cubed? 2 to the 3.
Is 8.
Because it's 2 times 2 times 2, right? 8. And what is the last digit of 8?
The last digit of 8 is 8.
Yeah, this is easy. 2 to the 4th. Okay, so that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is?
2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 16.
16. And what is the last digit of 16?
6.
6. Oh. Okay, so that's interesting. Now we've got to figure out 2 to the 5th, which is 5 2's. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Well, we already know what 4 2's is, so we just got to multiply this by 2. And what do we get?
32.
32. Now we get a 2 there as the last digit. 6 2's. 2 to the 6th, we have to multiply 32 by 2.
Which is 64.
64.
I think I know what we're going to get next.
What's the last digit of 64?
4.
4, okay. Well, what do you think we're going to get next for the last digit on 2 to the 7th?
I know what that number is.
What is it?
128.
128. And what's the last digit?
8.
8. Okay. Interesting. Do you see any patterns yet in the last digit? 2 4 8 6 2 4 8.
And then the next number is here is going to be 256.
Okay, the last number here is going to be 256. Can you run and just see if we're still on camera here, or do I have to make a chart off to the side?
You're fine.
Okay. So the last digit here is a 6. So the pattern, so far we see numbers that go 2 4 8 6 2 4 8 6. Do you see a pattern there?
The pattern is with 4 numbers. We have 2 2 4 8 6's.
Oh, very interesting. So it seems like the pattern's just going to keep repeating. 2 4 8 6 2 4 8 6. Let's see if we can.
Oh, then the next number is going to be, this column is going to be 5 12 and 10 24.
Whoa, how do you know that?
I calculated it.
5, 12, 10, 24. Do you know what the next one will be after that?
It's actually called 10,024.
No, 1,024.
1024. Well, that's going to be 2,042.
2,000, what's 4 times 2?
4 times 2. That's 8.
8. So it's actually 2,048. And then if we had a 12 here, it'd be 4,096. And when we look at the last digits, it goes 2, 4, 8, 6 again. So it sure looks like we get a pattern that goes 2, 4, 8, 6, 2, 4, 8, 6, 2, 4, 8, 6 on the last digits. So why don't we check where the 6's are? Here's a 6, and what number was that associated with? You can circle it if you want. What power?
That's 4.
Okay, go ahead, circle it. We could look at any of the numbers, I'm just picking the 6. The 8, or sorry, this 6 is associated with what number?
256.
What power? What n?
8.
8. This 6 is associated with what power?
12.
12, okay. So do we see a pattern 4, 8, 12?
Yeah. 4, 8, 12. You're counting by 4.
You're counting by 4. So it looks like every time you have something that's a multiple of 4, the last digit is a 6. Isn't that interesting? That's really surprising. So, 2 to the 100th. Now, is 100 a multiple of 4? When you count by 4s, do you get to 100?
Well, with 5 4s you can get up to 20.
With 5 4s, you can get up to 20.
Then, maybe with 10 4s you could get up to 40.
With 10 4s, you get to 40.
With 15 4s you get to 60.
With 15 4s, you get to 60.
With 20 4s you get to 80.
Yeah?
And with 25 4s you get to 100.
With 25 4s, you get to 100. So 100 is a multiple of 4, so circle it in black. And we don't know what this is going to be. It's going to be some huge number, blah, 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 blah. But one thing we're pretty sure about is this pattern that goes 2, 4, 8, 6, 2, 4, 8, 6, 2, 4, 8, 6. And on 100, it's going to be a
6.
6. So the last digit of 2 to the 100th, even though we don't know what the number is, because it's so big,
Is 6.
we know what the last digit is. And it's a
6.
How fun is that? You figured out what 2 to the 100th's last digit was, even though you didn't know anything about 2 to the 100th. And it's just about looking for patterns. Is that fun? Good job. Good job today.